Hello, hello, hello. I am Indigo Sage. Welcome to your Act Now message from your guardian angels. Your Act Now message features two choices that are causing a dilemma in your life. Your guardian angels are providing the information in this reading to help you make a choice so that you may act now on your decision. The Act Now messages in this reading is for those of you who may find yourself needing to make a choice between two options at the time you are watching this video. Your Act Now topics will change according to what your guardian angels deem are your highest messages. Allow me to tell you a little information about the designated decks for all Act Now readings. They are As Above and So Below. The As Above deck focuses on the nature of universal energies present in the world as it relates to your choices. The So Below deck will be used as clarifiers for the As Above deck. The So Below deck will show you how the universal energies play out in our everyday life, as well as how we experience the elements. So for all information on the decks in this reading, it will be in the description box below. Now, this actually is a slightly different take on this Act Now reading than the way I normally do it. This Act Now reading, this is choice 2. And however, choice 1 is also this way. I normally clarify the universal energies from the As Above with the So Below, and they are usually in exact form, which represents our energies here on Earth in this 3D world. However, what I did, because it is Mercury retrograde season, I went ahead and shuffled it and shuffled on each individual card and was given by Archangel Michael the clarifiers for the cards. And this is the summary as usual, and this is the angel number message 241. All right, so like I said, the only difference is, and everything's the same, everything will be viewed and done the same, except for instead of matching each card for card, I shuffle them with the energy of the Mercury retrograde to get a more of a realistic portrait of how it's displaying on Earth, how the energies are here on Earth. Alrighty, what a mouthful. Let's get started. So for past, we have from the As Above 6 of Fire right here. This represents the past, and this represents the past. So 6 of Fire representing the past, and it's represented by Saturn. And Saturn has much, it says, much can be won, but not without a cost. It also says what happens now will determine future trends. Okay, so that's the past. So that says a lot. That means that you're already knowing what the future trend is, because this is in a position of the past. It is clarified by reversed 4 of Wands. Reversed 4 of Wands. And I'm actually going to do something I have not yet done. I am going to see if you guys can see. That's so beautiful. And it's reversed. But this is 4 of Wands. And the energy is reversed. It's clarifying the 6 of Fire. Okay, and that comes in as upright. Normally it would mean celebrating the manifestation of a goal or other happy events, but reverse, it means all work and no play. In the now position, we have Crone of Fire from the As Above deck. Crone of Fire. She's been here before. Crone of Fire represents, she blows out the flame. There is a time and a season for everything. She is here to usher in the ending, the dying out of the fire. This energy is coming in as assertive, aggressive, powerful, dangerous, and exciting. Crone of Fire is in your now position, clarified by the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands clarifying says, preparing for the final challenge, which directly connects with blowing out the flame. So preparing for the final challenge. And it says, some challenges are harder than others. Nearing the end of her strength, this woman draws on the deepest reserves within her and prepares herself for what she knows will be the final encounter with this particular challenge. Weak, worn, and weary, she is not certain of the outcome, but she is prepared to give all that she can. Preparing for the final challenge. And that is clarifying the Crone of Fire. So, Nine of Wands, clarifying the Crone of Fire, which is in the now position. Okay? In the best position is the Three of Fire. There is a lot of fire across the board. Okay? These are fire, fire. This is Six of Fire, Crone of Fire. We're at the best to come, which is Three of Fire. And then the Six of Fire was clarified by the Four of Wands, which of course is fire. That's reversed. Crone of Fire clarified by the Nine of Wands, which is fire. You know, and so then here we go in the best position right now. Currently, we are at Three of Fire, represented by Venus. She's been here quite often as well. And what I'm noticing is that we have the Crone of Fire who's been on the board before in your decisions, and we have Venus, who I think has been somewhere in the ACTNOW decisions in every session. So these two women, they're following each other. They're, you know, this one is blowing out things, basically getting rid of things that no longer serve you. And then here we come today, she's followed by Venus. Venus represents attraction, either attracting something to you, or you are being attracted to something using law of attraction. That's what Venus. So this is kind of like getting rid of the old, and this is welcoming in the new. That's how I see it right off the top of my head. But let's dig in a little bit deeper. So Venus says she represents love, partnerships, marriage. At her most basic, she represents attraction. Attraction to a person or an ideal or an item. Venus also governs creativity, talents of all sorts, and art. She represents law of attraction, just like I said, and she's in the best position, and that's a beautiful card in the best position. She's clarified by what? Major Arcana, Chariot. Okay, welcome the Chariot, clarifying Venus, law of attraction. Okay, so that clarification looks like this. The triumph of will in difficult circumstances, or the ability to do what needs to be done. The only way to succeed is to focus, focus, focus. There is no room for distractions. Single-minded determination is the key. Self-discipline. I love it. And I ended with self-discipline on purpose, because dealing with all this attraction, you're going to need some self-discipline. Anyway, that's in your position of best. Okay, that's beautiful. So now we go over to the worst. The worst. What's in the position of the worst is the path. The path is actually represented by the Hermit in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. So we have that in the worst. And like I said, it's entitled The Path. And that just looks treacherous to me. I don't have any question why that's in the worst. That looks the worst. Who wants to go down that path? So let's read about it. Making your own decisions, seeking guidance from the divine, away from the influence of others, trusting your inner self. So it says the path, and it's the Hermit in the traditional Rider-Waite. And it is, again, it's trusting your inner self, making your own decisions, seeking guidance from the divine, away from the influence of others. The Hermit, your path. So this is going down your path all alone by yourself. You are forging the path alone. That's in the worst. It is clarified by Four of Chalices, which is Four of Cups, reversed. So let's see. And it is saying, wallowing in self-pity and depression. That is what that represents in the reverse. It says this person is presented with 3 cups, but they don't want them. Instead, they are daydreaming about a better cup. This could go either way when it's in the upright. Unfortunately, it's in the reverse. So I am going to show this card in the upright. And there we go. Okay, so there's 3 perfectly fine cups there, but instead of her taking those, she is daydreaming about a bigger, better, more grander cup. And that could go either way. That could go either way. When it's in the upright, meaning it could be something great and even better than what you had, or it could be, you could overshoot and it could be worse. However, this is in the reverse. So in the reverse, plain and simply, it is speaking about depression and self-pity, which is clarifying the path that you are choosing to go down alone, making your own decisions and seeking guidance from divine away from the influence of others. Seeking guidance from divine, there's nothing wrong with that, but the aloneness and not seeking help from anyone else and keeping all this in is leading to depression. So that is in the worst. That's what could happen if you hold everything in. So now we are going to what's to come, which is the God, which is the Emperor right here. Right there, beautiful card, beautiful, strong person. Just remember to look at the card, and the pictures and the colors and things might stand out to you for some reason or another. Hopefully you're watching this in HD, because the cards are gorgeous. So anyway, and it looks like there's 2 foxes there, and yeah, so he has a skeleton or something on his clothing. Anyway, so he represents strength, stability, and certainty, and also strong, determined, and in your prime. That is the God, which is the Emperor for this deck. In his prime. Yes, he must work out. Anyway, clarified by the Knight of Swords over here. Clarified by the Knight of Swords. She's sitting there writing something. And it says, you will be using the power of your mind and knowledge of language to achieve your goals. So these go together beautifully. So we have the God, which represents strength, stability, certainty. And he's strong, determined, and in his prime here, clarified by you will be using the power of your mind and knowledge of language to achieve your goals. So that is what's to come. So that sounds good. So basically with this choice, you just need to steer away from the what's the worst to come, and you need to understand that if you hold it in and just go deep within and not speak to people, you're going to slip into depression. That's the worst to come. So don't do that. Do not do that. Be over here with the best to come, with the law of attraction and Venus and the Chariot, So now we have the number, and now we have the angel number 241. I'm sorry, I was receiving a message, so I got to wrap this up. 241. Angel number 241 says, maintain faith and trust, continue positive affirmation like using law of attraction, stay optimistic with high expectations. When you do that, you will clear the way for miracles in your life. Okay? And lastly, we have the summary card, okay, which is you are not alone. And we have seen this one before. And you are not alone says, As you grow older, you'll realize that no one on this planet truly knows what he or she is doing. We all just get by as best as we can. This card reminds you that you've got plenty of help and companionship available to you. Never before have so many people come into a lifetime with the shared divine purpose of rewriting the script for daily human life. Your indigo mission is so very important, and there are literally millions of other indigos in this world having very similar experiences. Ask the angels to help guide you to like minded people who can relate to you. It will soon become apparent to you that you are an integral part of one of the most significant movements in human history. And I remember last time reading this, because this was also on the board. Last time reading this, I remember we were just it was kind of the beginning of being quarantined for, the Rona. And now we are coming up off of the heels of the unfortunate 8 minutes and 46 seconds ordeal with the police taking a life. So, yeah, these are very important times in our lives where literally millions of others in this world are having the very similar experiences. Yes, very much so. And we are rewriting the script for daily human life. That is happening. Yes, it is. Now, with that being said, I think that choice 2 is about love. And actually, I think choice 1 is about love too. Previously, choice 1 always seemed like it could go either way. A partnership either with business or a partnership with love. But in choice 1, which I encourage you, if you haven't listened to it, you need to go listen to it. It clearly was about love and marriage and, all of that ooey gooey lovey dovey stuff. And choice 2 seems to be about love as well. So I am debating on whether or not to do an extended just for choice 1 or an extended for choice 1 and 2. I am not sure yet. I'm leaning more towards choice 1 extended only because, hey, these are free extendeds right now. Soon, yeah, I'm going to have to charge you. But it won't be much. It won't be excessive, and it will be worth it, of course. So as of right now, just stay tuned to see what the extended is going to be on. And that is when I'm going to pull out my clarifying deck. I've added to my clarifying deck. My clarifying deck is always fun because it is my interpretation of what the angels say, and very down to earth, very 2020 type of language. All right, and so if you liked this message, this reading, and it resonates with you, please do not hesitate. You know exactly what to do. Click like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a blessed week.